Ladies and gentlemen, members and friends, April Outturn is around the corner. So I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about some of the releases coming up in Outturn. Now, they'll be available by the bottle, of course, to all members in Outturn, but also available at the bar at Whiskey and Elm at 270 Russell Street, Melbourne, or at Captain's Balcony on Erskine Street, Sussex Street, Erskine Street, Sydney. I'm getting the address wrong, but I know where Captain's Balcony is by intuition, so I can just wander there from Wynyard train station. We're going to have it start with cask 2.134, Herbs on a Sponge Cake. Now, the question you might want to ask yourself is, what is this colour? This is flavour profile, light and delicate. We see very few of these coming through at the Society because it's a flavour profile that's harder to attain in whiskey sometimes, especially in cask strength single cask whiskey, which are often quite bold, rich, massive flavours. In the case of something like this 2.134, this is a 15-year-old light and delicate. This is by far one of the most underrated flavour profiles because it's a whiskey that's cask strength, so full proof at 59.4%, and full flavoured, so don't get that part wrong either. It's not like it's lacking flavour, so it's light in that respect. It's light and delicate in its profile, in its flavour profile. It's a whiskey that's carries a certain nuance and a certain sort of delicacy to the whiskey that you don't often see. So I think this is the kind of thing that should be, I guess, well looked at and well considered if you want to expand your sort of whiskey flavour journey. Distillery 2 is a very early code for us, obviously the second distillery to ever join the Society. A very early journey for us at the Society, and was, I think it was bottled the same month or the following month of 1.1. We saw 2.1 at the Society back in 1983. We're in 2023 now, so we're celebrating 40 years of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society operating worldwide. And we've got some cracking releases coming out this year, including things like this that celebrate some of the early days of what the Society was doing. I know what they mean by light and delicate. Like, it's that very soft floral, but like a really like a high tea sponge cake on the nose. It's fresh, but it's got a certain oiliness to it. It's like a light olive oil. Light olive oil on herby sort of sponge bread. A little bit of baking spices. No, by no means lacking any flavour straight away on the nose. It's like fresh vanilla icing, a bit of light popcorn, not salted though, just the popcorn. That's delightful on the nose. Let's have a quick taste. Yeah, it's full strength and it's very obviously full flavoured on the palate. And I'm getting way more of that sort of high tea, milky Earl Grey. There's a lovely viscosity to this spirit, and by that I mean the mouthfeel is something that we should talk more about in whiskey, of course, is not just the flavours, but also the mouthfeel, the textural quality of that whiskey. See how that opens up with just a drop of water as well, because like I said, 59.4%. Ooh, that's a bit too more than a drop, that's okay. Actually, it works. It works with a generous dash of water in this case. Excuse me. Like super delicate, and just like light pink flowers on pink icing, white icing, I should say, as well, and herb sponge cake kind of whiskey. This is what I'd say a bit of an underdog. 141 bottles were produced from this cask worldwide. We're lucky to get an allocation in Australia of this very buttery, mentholy, light young sorry, it's not young. It's 15-year-old, light and delicate. I almost said young and sprightly. That's how few of these light and delicates we see as a flavour profile. I'm not even used to saying the words, but that's a lovely example of just a well-matured, balanced single malt whiskey as a single cask. So April Outturn, of course, coming up Friday the 7th of April, which is of course also Good Friday, but it doesn't mean that Outturn can't go ahead. But it's available on the bar as of tonight, Tuesday, at Whiskey and Helmet, but also available on Outturn on the 7th of April. Sanjava, see you soon. Cheers.